sponsor your transport and your
accommodation.
You understand? Then she was like, okay, fine. And then they went for the after wedding party.
Yeah.
And then they kept on ordering food and drink.
They were bringing.
They were just coming.
It was an open bar.
Yes, it was an
now.
open bar, but they didn't tell them.
Yeah, you would have told
this
them.
is what is going to happen.
When I saw the story, for me, just as you said, the mistake was that they didn't spell anything out.
Yes,
exactly.
So, in fact, I read it to the end and I thought about it that if I were in her shoes, I am not giving you a dime. Like because you know what? They traveled all the way just because of you.
You traveled with your money.
If you had told me I was going to pay for the wedding, after paying for my visa, paying for my ticket, giving you 25 euros, paying for my hotel accommodation, I will just take that money and go on vacation or something. And I will send you some monetary gift of 100 and something euro if that's what you want.
Exactly. And when she saw that they were actually eating to an extent, she should have just called their
But excuse me, our money has finished. I won't take you to a restaurant. If we're really friends and we go to a restaurant together, I should be able to tell you, guy, I don't have more than 15K, so let's not go beyond that. Any extra thing, the other champagne is on your own.
We have, we have some friends, you understand, that likes, like how we call it, chimbanza.
Yes.
You understand? They don't have the cash. They're not even close to any of the friends. Maybe they are attachments. They will eat more than you guys spending the money. You understand?
We really need
So in this case, she didn't spell it out for them.
Yeah, it was actually her fault.
That's a very wrong,
extremely wrong. And then
your
she
friend
lost that
again.
friendship.
they should be paid for their appearance fee, like she said. Because the only two black ladies
and they featured a lot of
yes,
them.
and they were snapping. All right, we'll go take our next story right now. Still in line, Nigerian man cautions his future wife not to bother kneeling to serve him food on their wedding day if she will not continue doing so after their wedding. You know,
Okay.
most weddings that I've gone to, MC, I see it happen from the beginning, but immediately after that, the thing stops. This guy has a point, though, if you ask me.
He does,
He has a
actually.
point.
Because the point here is, like, during all these ceremonies, we are actually trying to project that this is how we would want to live our lives as married couples. But then, after the wedding,
Immediately for that night of the wedding.
You guys are taking it literally.
Okay.
You get it's not funny. No, number one.
Okay.
I didn't kneel down.
Oh, wow.
I did. I danced.
I'm not one that MC that wedding.
No, the MC said, to kneel down and feed him cake. I took the mic. It's my wedding, man.
Yes.
So I should be able to talk. I said, this is my wedding, and I am not kneeling down. I'm going to dance, I'm going to sit on his laps, and I'm going to give him cake.
Oh, that's good.
That being said, all these things that you do traditional wedding, it's not literal like you say.
Yes.
If it was that literal, Yoruba weddings, when they say Ile awa dun oko ni for sure, they will start singing that when they will come and woo you, they say, oh, our house is so interesting. It's the husband that cooks, it's the husband that fetches water, it's the husband that feeds the children. The other family, when they are bantering. If just like you're taking the kneeling down literally, if I took that literally and got married and said, so when your people came to meet us, they said, no, you do everything.
I will tell you to respect him.
That's what I'm saying. Now they say you do everything. So that's what I'm saying, that some of it is just cultural. It's because we are used to it. Except maybe you are just that kind of person that feels that that's what I want in a wife, someone that kneels down.
But this guy is if you hear the tone from this guy's voice, you know that this man is an extremist. He doesn't want it.
Don't
kneel down and serve me this thing.
No, what what he's trying to say is that don't promise me something
that you can't offer.
Continue
Yes.
it in the marriage.
Yeah, no, you are seeing it from the other side now. But this kneeling down is his
You
problem.
are not saying, so you can't,
No, that is not the case. You see, this particular guy now.
No, he starts with the kneeling down.
He starts with the kneeling down.
Yes.
That is what he said. Don't pretend to kneel down for me during this wedding thing. Because, and then after the wedding, you will not be able to.
Okay, but Mr. Sadiq, I want to ask you now.
Yes.
Your wife.
Yes.
Every day she comes to serve you. Maybe you never come back from work. No?
Yes.
She's waiting with the food. So once you come back, she will kneel down. Even you will be uncomfortable.
No. Let me tell you
I'm
something.
very, very much uncomfortable. My
Yes,
wife doesn't
you'll
do
be
that to me.
Okay, your wife doesn't do that to you.
You should be wondering what is happening.
I don't see it as anything. No, wait, before you go for that. I have this personal life history. When I was serving, I met this girl when we were in camp.
Okay.
Coincidentally, we bear the same surname. You understand? Okay. And yes, I liked her. Okay. Of course, I did the win thing and all that. That was the first girl in my life that I've ever met. She has never, throughout our time, she has never for one day collected something from me or hand me anything without
Bending.
I was shocked the first time she did it. I was like,
Yes.
okay, let me see.
Let's observe.
Let's observe. The second time we met, and what was she even asking for? I think I gave her something. And, thank you.
Oh my God.
It's, it's her upbringing or the way she grew up.
I
That's her
understood.
upbringing.
Yes, I understood that was her
That's her
upbringing.
upbringing.
Yes.
And you know the funny thing is, she's Fulani. She was born and brought up in Anambra.
Wow.
She speaks Igbo like no man's business.
Wow.
Yeah.
She relates with. In fact, she's
So you-
just.
But you
see
see,
what we're talking about?
yes, it's the upbringing.
So are you looking for?
No. These ones
I
are
think
kneel
Igbo
down
is
and not
interested in
available
the
anymore.
slave queen. I don't even know,
These
but
ones are kneel down.
from the way
They are,
you are
they are,
saying-
they are no more
Their
now.
species has ended or
They are
what?
very few, and they are meant for the kings around now.
But seriously,
See, but seriously, at the end of the day, you know, after all said and done, this guy just actually says, he said his mind.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
I
You
don't
understand?
pretend.
There's no need to pretend. Let's call a spade a spade. You understand? Babe, on that day, because the thing is that, funny enough, in this part of the world, we tend to do things in a, what's it called? Okay, this is how,
Pretentious way?
no, this is how people do it. Let's just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's follow the
We
thing.
are just
We
followers.
can't really be ourselves.
It's true.
You know,
a lot of guys actually backed him up online. Like they were like, yes.
No, so many
yes,
ignorant
yes.
guys,
But
they
then-
didn't see beyond kneeling
yes.
down. Like he explained, it is just, like you guys said, it is not just that kneeling
Yes.
down that it is. It means, don't pretend to me after this. You understand? But some people, they attach emotions to that kneeling down.
Yeah.
Well, I know,
so-
like, marriage is a very sacred thing, and whatever it is, whoever is going into it should at least try to be open, like, to what you want in the marriage.
You just
because
need to
a
be
lot of
prepared for
marriages,
marriage.
a lot of marriages, like, crash these days because of this lack of this openness. I feel, I know I'm not married, but and all that, but you people can actually back me up on
No,
this.
I'm planning to
If you
get
are not-
married, you know.
in 2 hours.
Well, okay, I think very soon we'll go to Igwe's wedding. We'll
Yeah,
feature it
yeah,
here. Well, I think as much as Igwe wants to get married, we need to take a quick break. When we come back, we dish you with hotter and Stevie G's or just zone. Don't go anywhere. Well, if you're just joining us, the program is still Just Zone. You have missed quite a bit, but we still have more. Well, we talked about a dad who is proud of his daughter's achievement, especially on her wedding day, and also what a man wants in his marriage. Now, moving on to our next story for today. Hollywood actress Ellen Fanning collapses due to tight dress she wore. Okay.
Congratulations.
These actresses, we know, like, this is, I feel it's societal pressure
It is.
that makes people, like, do extreme.
You know,
Go
these days,
extreme.
the tailor sews the dress for you. Before, they sew the dress for you, but now they sew you into the dress.
No, but and it takes a lot. People don't understand. It's not the dress itself. I don't think it was the dress itself that she wore, but to get that dress picture perfect, so that there's no folds, there's nothing. Actually, watch like an production where they had to wear Spanx, different levels of. Have you tried Bones before? Those corsets.
Yes.
There was a day I tried it years ago. I just gave birth. You know how people be like, you have to suck it up. By the time they put it in, I just realized that if food entered my mouth, it would not drop. So I said, I didn't kill anybody.
I'm not feeling that.
So that is enough for you to faint. And then, people say, oh, you're going for an event, don't eat, so that your tummy won't be.
Exactly.
So maybe she didn't eat, number one. She was feeling faint. The whole thing was squashing her.
Yes.
She couldn't just
In
breathe.
that case, her sugar level.
It doesn't make sense,
dropped.
actually.
I thank God for my African women.
Okay.
They are going for red carpet and eat their eba. No time.
No, like, how society, like, when you go with, what do they call
Big
it?
tummy.
Extra folds.
Extra folds, like, they'll be like, what is happening?
Don't
The
be deceiving. You have the folds, you have it. After the red carpet, the folds.
Especially the Oyibo society,
Yes.
they want you
Perfect.
to be picture perfect. You understand?
So
No
that's why they
flaws.
do a lot of surgery.
Yes.
That's
And
what
they
they
kill
do.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And
So-
if you look at the person,
Yes.
I didn't even think that she had any
Excess
flesh
skin.
anywhere. Like, even if they loosened everything, I'm not sure I would have seen anything. But to her,
Because looking at that picture, I actually did not did not believe that she would want to wear something tight because she's just
She's lean.
like
and
that.
She
Yeah,
wants
she's
to be
lean.
more leaner.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
and talking about also
Now see
societal
what
pressure.
the tight dress has taken her to.
Jessica Alba came out to also talk about growing up, how she had to stop eating because she was curvy, and her mom was telling her that
I have cookies and cream, I have fruit cakes, I have chocolate cake. So I give you
like it starts right from, I think,
Right from
a younger
childhood.
age. Like if your parents don't
Yeah, if you don't give you the right
give you
advice,
this confidence in
it
being
becomes a
okay
problem.
with who you are in your
yes.
own skin, I think
Naturally.
it affects one.
Naturally, a woman is supposed to attract a man.
Naturally.
No matter how it is.
Yes.
Now, no matter what you tell a girl child, a beautiful girl is a beautiful girl.
Yes.
People even get attracted, some useless people get attracted to children, talk more of a grown-up girl. So, no matter what you try to do, at the end of the day, people must get attracted.
Apart from that,
last she's married.
You can't
Uh-huh.
even be held responsible for, other people's thoughts and their
Yes,
actions. You
yes.
shouldn't be made to feel less than
who you are.
Less than who you are. You are perfect the way you are. We're all different. We look different. Our shapes are
Yes.
different. Some people will never have figure eight. Some people can never be one, even if they eat the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is, love your own body.
But what happens if your own parent would tell you that you should not dress like this because of your
Look,
body type?
let me tell
Growing
you.
up like
No,
So many of our
see,
African parents
apart
say
from that, we're different. The family we come from is different. Now, some people, because of religion or because of the family you come from, you want to wear something that is long, that probably will help you so that people will not be too attracted to your figure and all.
If
But
you're
you should not be
beautiful, you are
made
beautiful. If
to
you like
feel
color,
there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
Because I decide to be modest in my dressing does not mean that there's something wrong with me or that I'm at fault anyway if you look at me and
Yes.
think that I'm beautiful. Thank you, I'm beautiful, move on.
yeah.
You understand?
You see, the truth of the matter is that let's even go back to our fairy tale movies. We see the Prince Charming falling in love with the house help, like
Yes.
the story of
Yeah.
this Cinderella or
Yeah.
Snow White.
Cinderella.
You understand? So naturally, God has already created a woman to be beautiful, no matter what. Wear her rags. First and foremost, there's a saying that na eyes na in first chop. She's beautiful. She's wearing rags. Once you see her, you know, babe, this babe is
Yes.
beautiful. And as a natural man who is sexually active, by the time you see her in those robes, you begin to imagine, oh, okay, man, if I remove that robe now,
this
man,
one now,
this
see
I
the
will see
robe.
this, I will see that.
Just
So you see,
imagine.
the parents, I blame such parents. They are extremists. It's just an atom of extremism that make
Well,
her feel
whatever
like-
it is.
And again, making a child grow up like that leads to depression.
Yeah, it
this
is
depression.
when you are trying to make a child lose confidence of
That's
herself.
yes.
You know, and we need to move on to the
It's
next
sad.
story. We don't have time. They round us up behind camera. All right, a woman claims she was scammed by a man who pretended to be a military officer, promised her marriage only to dupe her and not show up on the wedding day.
Societal
Sad.
pressure.
It's sad.
Because like this story, the lady actually sponsored him. You understand, in all the relationship, and then when it led to
It's not funny.
it's not funny.
Can't learn. That's it.
Don't say that. That's a bad
you say
generalization.
No. Women can't learn.
When you say women can't learn,
Don't face that.
That is just how to use some women.
That's
I always like to
ridiculous.
use this word. Some.
Some
Don't
women can't
generalize.
learn. Do you know why I'm saying this? If you see a scam, you will know. How can you start from preparing your own wedding, spending your own money from the beginning? It shows that
He told her
you
that
are
his
too
money was
desperate.
not in place, so he needed
I'm sorry.
money and all
So
that.
they will tell you.
No, like that was what he told her. Desperation.
You see, you got it. Like it's okay. Like it's desperation, because that's why I said earlier on, like off camera,
Yes.
that a lot of things, the handwriting is there, but emotions, or you decide to wear colored lenses where everything you see is pink and rosy. Someone is saying something like,
Not
okay,
listening.
you meet someone, for instance, they tell you, they ask you about you personally, about marriage. It was fantastic. I love this about him. Then they ask you, what don't you like about him, or what's that good thing you see now that might not be good if at the extreme. If you can't see, then you have a problem.
Yes.
Maybe, he talks a lot. I like the way he talks, but if he talks too much, I might get upset and bored. Think about it when it happens later. You went for lunch, dinner. He never sponsored anything. You bought your dress. He didn't buy you the ring.
You know, in her head, she was saying he's a
whose head?
Maybe
His money was in fixed
saying,
deposit.
maybe she was saying he's a military officer. Like being a military officer, obviously you are loaded a little bit.
Did she meet superiors?
People just like the fact that
she want to be barrack?
She wants to have
even
a
the Major General, they have a salary that they collect.
Sword crossing.
crossing of the sword. That's what she was dreaming about.
The truth is, most ladies need to learn. Most. I know why I'm saying this, because I've seen beautiful girls being scammed, young girls being scammed, elderly girls being scammed. So there's no age limit for this kind of. I used to have a friend then. You know, unconsciously, she was into this guy so much that, you know, the guy told her, just use your money, order your wedding dress. No worry, once I return, I'll give you back. She bought her wedding dress. She bought her wedding ring by herself, and the guy was telling her just like this, no, once I enter country, I will give you back. Until close to the wedding date, and he was like, he can't come for the wedding. And the girl almost killed herself. So we need to be careful. When there's the handwriting on the wall, decode it immediately.
You know, sometimes like when you know that you're already like involved a lot of people, you feel like,
why are you involving a lot of people when they have not started anything
when you start to talk about marriage, because he has already painted the wall like blue, purple, green, and what have you, rainbow color. You can see the colors and all that. So you assume that actually this guy will be forthcoming.
Assumption.
Yes.
Yeah, the truth of
and a grown-up person like you,
because you are
they assuming a guy has not bought you pure water and he's telling you he will marry you.
Desperation can lead to anything. Let me tell you.
Salary, 6 months salary, and you were buying your own wedding gown and sending him some money.
That is the key word there now.
The Baba that did this to you, that Baba is wicked.
Some women
It's not Baba. It's not Baba.
Because where do you want to do it from now?
It's not Baba.
It's not Baba. It's the society. Like, hey,
You are 35,
you are 30
not
something
married.
and you are still not married. See your sister, who is this? She has given birth to how many children in her husband's house?
It's a
Your
African
friend.
norm.
You understand?
Well,
So that
we are
will
used to
lead you
our
to
parents
thinking
cannot stop.
like,
But that shouldn't put you into fire. You know why?
People, that's
Because a
what
lot of
leads
times,
them.
it's even better you break up now before you get married than endure hell in the marriage.
You see how your married friends will start treating you. No matter how
They'll cut you off once
well
you're
to do
married.
you are. They'll be like,
My husband.
you understand?
Maybe they don't want you to snatch their man.
Oh, man.
If your parents will tell me, stop moving with these people. They are not married.
They are not
They will
married.
spoil you.
It's very unfortunate.
Well, as
Very
much
sad.
as we love to gist,
Yeah,
the
you guys
ladies,
love
of
to
course,
gossip.
and Igwe and Abdul love to gossip.
Gossip.
I think this is the
You
best we
see,
can
I'm very
take
happy
on
she said Igwe and Abu. No.
Yeah, Igwe and Abakar love to gossip. I
No, we
think
love
this
to-
is
we
the
love to
much
gist.
we can take on today's episode of Gist Zone. Thank you so much, Olawumi Heavens.
Thank you for having me.
Gist Zone once
And
again.
Thank you.
I love the discussion. Like the discussion we had was,
It was awesome.
yeah.
It was awesome. Mr. Sadiq, thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me. By the way, I've just changed my name to Abubakar Sadiq Paradise.
Okay. I don't know where we're going to.
We'll announce it next week. Well, join us same time, same station next week for another exciting episode of Gist
Gist
Zone.
Zone.
Of course, I am Aisha Maigarakana.
And call me the SLUC and we go 1 IGWE for those who can spell.
Healthy living.
If we carry on with our festival, it makes us believe that we still have a culture, something we hold on to, and then it's like kind of reviving something that's gone.
Festival is an important venue, you know, to create job, because when you organize festivals, you kind of engage people in various activities, because people engage in performing various activities in the festival. So in that venue, you are creating, you are occupying people's mind while engaging them at the same time. And that will create job and tourism. It says that people will come from various parts of the country or the world to come and witness and, be entertained by your tourism activity that is going on currently in any location.
Festival is an important cultural and tourism fiesta, refreshing and interesting experience for the
of the Jos metropolis, the capital of Plateau State, north and central Nigeria. Sherry Hills have numerous high peaks with the highest reaching a height of about 1,829 meters above sea level. The Sherry Hills are at the highest point of the Jos Plateau, and they form third highest point in Nigeria after Chapel Wadi on the Mambila Plateau. Sherry Hills are a perfect collection of beautiful rock formations that are inviting to filmmakers and sightseers both from within and outside Nigeria. Sherry Hills are a wonderful nature's gift to Plateau State in particular and Nigeria.
Hello and welcome. These are the stories trending on the hour. My name is Blessing Abu. President Muhammadu Buhari has commended the foresight of the governor of Ogun State for the laudable project executed tagged Legacy Project. The president, who was an official visit to the state, said this after inaugurating the project in Abuja, the state capital.
I think he can continue to serve not only Ogun State, but the whole country.
The project inaugurated by the president includes the Itokun Adire Mall, Judicial Complex, the 250-bed ultra-modern hospital, Wasimi International Airport in Ewekoro local government area, as well as the Ogun State Television Digital Studio. The Air Task Force of Operation Lafia Dole Friday inflicted heavy casualties on members of the Islamic State of West Africa, ISWAP, in devastating airstrikes conducted at Tubunherman on the fringes of Lake Chad. In a statement, the Director of Public Relations and Information, Nigerian Air Force, Air Commodore Ibikunle Daramola, stated that the attack was conducted following credible intelligence reports. The report also indicated that the terrorists had fled following a series of airstrikes conducted by Nigerian, and also Chadian air forces around the Mekalori axis of northern Borno State and converged in Tubun Aman. The attack was also preceded by a series of intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance missions which confirmed heavy presence of terrorists in several structures along with their logistics items spread across the small settlement. The Nigerian High Commission in India has organized an investment forum for would-be investors and the business class in India and Southeast Asia. Nigerian High Commissioner to India, Major General Chris Eze, says the forum focuses on opportunities available across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. It showcased the abundant human and natural resources which abound in the country in solid minerals, the oil and non-oil sectors for selected India, micro, medium and small enterprises. The event, which held at the Nigerian House in Delhi Friday, had Ambassador Mahesh Sakadev, who served as Indian High Commissioner in Nigeria for 5 years and wrote a book on doing business in Nigeria. Chairman of Skipper Nigeria Limited, Mr. Jitendra Sakadeva, also shared his practical experience of doing business in Nigeria for more than 20 years. The president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry and some Indian companies doing business in Nigeria also participated in the forum. Those are the stories trending on the hour. My name is Blessing Abu. Thank you for watching.
Service of the NTA.
There comes a time when the journey in life takes you far away from the familiar.
No signal? Fix it. Auntie, I don't finish. Wow. Make me take picture for Instagram. Don't you mean Instagram? Instagram, Hingram. Now you know name. Now me get network where they work for this long road. Come the yellow side, make yourself for free enjoy overshot data.
Anywhere, anytime, data makes life better. Now you can get 1 gigabyte at 200 naira. The binge all day on Instagram just for you. Dial *406# to enjoy.
Well, you could actually hear some